Our coverage of South Central Conference athletics brought to you in part by Hometown Realty. They can find you your dream home and help you get top dollar out of your home. Give Carl Sisler and his team a call today at 641-437-1060. I'm Dewayne Cook here on Go SEC TV. The EBF Rockets in their 2022 season debut take the first set against the Albia Lady Dees 25-20. It was pretty back and forth there in the early going, 12-12 at one point. But a 5-love run for the Rockets saw their lead balloon up to 17-12, and they did not look back afterwards. They will get the first serve here with Whitney Klein ready to get us underway in set number 2. Weber with the dig for Albia. Winger is going to set it up near side. Roll shot from Avery Halstead. Overhead dig by Molly Schaefer. Kate Schaefer out to her sister Molly, who had to reach back for that one. Overhead dig by Weber. Here's Addie Halstead, who just misses the back corner by a couple of lengths of the volleyball. The third kill error by the Lady Dees. Once again, mention that the Cosby's U.S. Cellular comment section is up and running beneath our Facebook video here live on Go SEC TV. Be sure to chime in and share your support of whether it be the Rockets of Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont or the Lady Dees of Albia. Klein puts one into the net to tie it up at 1 here in the second set. Fifth service error by the Rockets. That's been really their lone blemish to this point on the night. And again, that was a factor last year at times for this team. The serve from Barry, taken care of by Molly Schaefer. She gets the set. Weber with a great dig on the big swing. Winger near side for Kachi. Overhead dig by Kate Schaefer. Klein to Molly Schaefer. Sends a free ball over to Winger. Now Barry's going to set it up for Avery Halstead. Overhead dig there by Clyde. Molly Schaefer rolls shot off the block of the Halsteads and down. Schaefer up to 6 kills. From the numbers that I have written down. First assist for Whitney Klein, who had 3 last year, but normally it's Kate Schaefer who takes care of the setting for the black and gold. Barry digs the serve from Shampoo. Halstead sends it into the net after getting a good set from Kachi. 3-1 Rockets lead. Well, you get that first set under your belt, as Coach Jinsko was talking with us there during the second set of the Albia Fairfield match. And you pick up a win, so does that kind of calm those nerves that this Rocket team came into the season with? Seems like it here in the early going. Aaliyah Wagaman with a big block up front on the attack from Kachi. Her first of the night after she had a team-high 83 a season ago. And the Rockets wasting no time here in the second in capturing an early advantage at 4-1. Shampoo serve, short, too short. Into the net, 6th service error by the Rockets. Addie Halstead checks out for Albia. Back in Sophie Weber. Setting up shop behind the service line. Dug by Klein. Good pass to Kate Schaefer. Sets it up middle. Quick set for Wagaman, and it's down in front of Weber, who didn't have time to react. That was something else, too, I was really curious to see from Coach Jinsko. She mentioned that sometimes we make the complex look really easy, but we make the fundamental play look rather difficult. Quick sets take a lot of work on timing, and certainly you can tell that Kate Schaefer and Aaliyah Wagaman have done a lot of work on that play right there. Kachi with a big swing finds room on the back row. Julia Kachi up to 3 kills on the set, that time from Winger. Avery Halstead comes out in Chloe DeMoss. Also Helm checking back in for the Rockets, the libero in the gold jersey tonight. DeMoss's right-hander, an overhead dig by Klein. Kate Schaefer going outside to Molly Schaefer off the top tape. That gave Weber a chance. Winger sets it up for Kachi again. Blocked back up front. That one belongs to Kate Schaefer, the sophomore, number 11. Makes it 5-3 Rockets. Actually, 6-3, I beg your pardon. I was a step ahead of the scoreboard. Molly Schaefer's serve is dug up by Barry. Kachi back to the middle, and a miscommunication. That won't make Coach Dustin nor her assistant Amanda Butler very happy along the sideline. Just an unforced error, and you don't want to give too many of those to the EBF Rockets. 7-3, they lead. Schaefer dug up by Barry. Winger's going to set it up for Kachi. Off the block, down the tape, and it fell back on the Albia side. That's a friendly roll down The top of the net for EBF. Kate Schaefer credited with another block, and Coach Dustin going to burn her first time out of the set as EBF opens up an early 5-point lead. Reminder, this is the second match of the night at the Steve Heisel Triangular in Fairfield. We've got one more after the conclusion of this meeting between Albia and EBF. It'll be the Rockets hanging around to take on the host Fairfield Trojans. For those that missed the first match of the night between the Lady Dees and Fairfield, it was quite a good one. Albia came out, took the first set 25-16. Fairfield roared back in the second 25-23, but then a big comeback in the third went the way of Albia 15-12. The Lady Dees earned their 5th win of the year. And now trying to make it 6, but they've got a lot of ground to make up after EBF took the first set 25-20 here in this contest. Tino powers it through the block, and Shampoo could not get underneath the volleyball. Morgan's third kill. And 8-5 EBF with their lead down to 3 after the timeout from Coach Missy Dustin. Serve from Kachi. Hard one, dug up though by Molly Schaefer. Klein with the set to Shampoo, who just has to go with a free return back over to Barry. Middle for Tino again, tips it around the block. Helm got a piece of it on the belly flop dig, but it didn't come up more than just a couple feet off the hardwood, and nobody else in black could get there. Tino, another kill. Remember, she was the one that sparked that comeback when they were down 11-6, the Lady Dees, in the third set against Fairfield. Could she be providing another spark here in the second? The serve dug by Klein. Dump off, and the Albia defense was on their heels. Kate Schaefer seems to have a knack for when to go with the dump to the middle. 39 kills last year, hit 365 in efficiency. With Kachi taking a seat, Paxton rotates in for Albia. 9-6 EBF leads, and the aforementioned Kate Schaefer serves into the net. That matches the service error total from the first set for the Rockets. They had 4 in the first, now 4 more here in the second, and that's allowing the Lady Dees to hang around, trailing by just 2. Addie Halstead back into the match. Weber takes a seat. Tino serves. Dug by Schaefer. Kate Schaefer sets it up for Klein, who hits a hard one off of Paxton, who tried to get under it. 4th kill from Klein. Out goes Tino. Weber, after a short respite on the sideline, right back into the match, and it will be Helm serving for EBF, with Wagaman also back into the match. Off of Paxton and over to the gym wall. That's an ace serve for the sophomore Kaylee Helm, who's really being counted upon this year to step in and fill one of the roles vacated by Sarah Shute in particular. She was a very good defensive specialist for this team last year. 225 digs, second on the team. The serve there from Helm, just a touch long. Make it 9 service errors. Matter of fact, I think all of the side outs that Albia has recorded here in this second set have come thanks to a service error by the Rockets. Winger's serve is dug out by Klein. Kate Schaefer going to Wagaman, blocked back by Addie Halstead, who just checked back in. And the Albia will get the point. 11-9, they're back to within 2. EBF leading the way in the match, 1-love after a 25-20 opening frame. Winger serve. High lollipop serve, dug by Klein. Schaefer to Schaefer. Molly wins the battle as the Halsteads try to set up a block above. Kate Schaefer, I've got her down already for 13 assists. That's why I mentioned she would end up with over 1,000 for her high school career within the first couple of weeks of the season, easily. That may be a bit much in my estimation there. Avery Halstead's swing is long. 5th kill error by the Lady Dees, and ABF pushes the lead back to 4 at 13-9. Of course, this match doesn't count in the South Central Conference standings. It's only the best of 5 meetings, the duels, if you will, that will count in regards to obviously looking ahead at conference standings when that time rolls around towards the end of the year. In comes Kachi again to relieve Paxton. Serving is Barry. I have not confirmed. I would assume not, as Molly Schaefer gets a big swing that caught a piece of berry on the way through. For our C-First Race to First, we're concerned about conference wins for our conference schools here in the South Central Conference. I would assume this win for either side would not count. It wouldn't count. Okay. But nonetheless, something we're going to be keeping an eye on as the volleyball season rolls around. Halstead on a nice slide, hit one off of Wagaman for Addie Halstead's 5th kill of the match. Good timing set from between her and Emma Winger. She goes out. Morgantino rotates back in, and Weber gets set to serve. But a C-First Race to First brought to you by Community First Credit Union. Molly Schaefer has to reach back for that one, but gets it over to the Lady Dees. Something that's going to be going on all seasons long, not just here in the fall. Good kill on the crosser by Avery Halstead there to note, as Albia cuts it down to within 2 once more at 14-12. But it will be for fall, winter, spring, and summer sports. It'll be July of next year that we'll know for sure who wins the C-First Race to First. For volleyball, it's all about the conference wins, as Kachi has her attack blocked back by Kate Schaefer. Winger dumps one over. Klein's going to set it up for Molly Schaefer. Her crosser finds the boundaries of the court. Side out EBF with Cassidy Long checking back in to serve. So conference wins will count in the C-First Race to First in volleyball, and then when we get to the postseason, that will also have some bearing on points being earned based on wins through regionals, if a team gets to state, how well they do at state if they do get there, etc. Whitney Klein with a second ace serve as that one ate up Barry on the back row, and just like that, the Rockets back to within 4, or with a lead of 4 at 16-12. Barry, much better job this time. Winger sets it up for Kachi. Her crosser just missed that orange stripe on the far side. It was close, and our officials had to confer on perhaps if it touched a block up above the net. But they do rule Rocket point. 17-12. EBF again towards the latter stages of a frame, starting to pull away, distance themselves from the Lady Dees. Winger's set is going to be for Weber on the back row, and that one's long. Well, same situation as what we said against Fairfield, right? Whenever the going got tough, you start to rely upon those experienced players to help try to dig you out of a hole and keep you in the running for a win. Right now, EBF holds a 6-point lead as Coach Missy Dustin uses a timeout. We'll take one along with her here on Go SEC TV. 18-12, the Rockets hold the advantage here in the second set, and they hold the advantage in the match at 1-love after winning the first set 25-20. The serve belongs to EBF with Cassidy Long out of the huddle. Getting back behind the service line. Albia looking for an answer here to EBF. Serve dug by Barry. Set from Winger to the middle. Tino. Yes, indeed. Morgantino with a third kill. Erica Thompson chiming in on the Cosby's U.S. Cellular comment section. Hi, Rockets. Glad to have you along with us, as well as all of our viewers here on Go SEC TV, watching some South Central Conference volleyball. Our first preview of what is going to be some very competitive, I'm positive, matches that we are going to see this season. Molly Schaefer gets it right back for EBF with a big kill. She's up now in my book to 10 double figures in match number 1 of the season for the sophomore Molly Schaefer, who gets set now to serve. And yet another assist in the book for Kate Schaefer, too. And how about an ace to add to the stat line? Three of them, I should say, for Molly Schaefer, who had those 60 last year, well on her way to trying to match that again here this season. Paige Schaefer, thanks so much for streaming this. You're absolutely welcome. We've got a lot of South Central Conference volleyball coming up for our viewers this season. Our fall schedule is just chock full of matches, and we're very much looking forward to broadcasting them all in what should be nightly battles in the SEC. 21-13, the Rockets lead it by 8. Weber with the pass to Winger, dumps it off. Klein reaches over, overpass. Winger back to the middle on 2. Tino hits it off the block attempt from Taylor.
And Dewayne, I just want to mention that Eddyville will be in Centerville next week, and that game will be covered by Go Pitch TV.
Sure enough, that's right, AJ. That's the next match for the Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont Rockets. As a matter of fact, next Tuesday they go and travel to take on the Redettes, who themselves got off to a strong start to their 2022 season back Monday night when they went to Wayland for the Waco tournament. Molly Schaefer just continues to do what Molly Schaefer does with another kill on the back row, and it's 22-14 Rockets. 3 points away from a sweep of Albia. Maya Paxton in for Julia Kachi, and Kate Schaefer will serve. But all Redette volleyball home matches are broadcast on Go Pitch TV. We're also going to have coverage next Thursday. I don't know how in the world that volleyball spun up over the net for Tino, but the Rockets able to handle it nonetheless. Winger dumps it off. Helms there. Molly Schaefer back row attack. Paxton digs. Winger adjusts. Middle for Tino. A whistle. And they called two. How in the world is that 2 touches on Emma Winger? 9 out of 10 2-touch calls are on overhead sets. Hers was a bump set from the outside. I don't know how it could possibly be determined that both arms hit that volleyball and it was as accurate as it was, but nonetheless, EBF the point. DeMoss over to Barry, and sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. She just reached back and was able to put that one right down the line on the near side. Ashley Barry with her first kill of the match makes it 23-15. And a side out to the Lady Dees as Weber gets a breather. Addie Halstead back in. And serving is Morgantino. Dug by Klein. Outside, Klein gets a set from Schaefer. Got it down. And it will be match point for the EBF Rockets. And 9 to work with a 24-15 advantage. Aaliyah Wagaman back in. Helm will serve. But as I was saying, all Redette home volleyball matches broadcast on Go Pitch TV. Next Thursday, the Centerville Triangular, we will have coverage on both Go Pitch TV as well as Go SEC TV, as Sheraton is another one of the teams in the Triangular along with Central Decatur. Barry had it blocked back by Wagaman, does so again. How about a third time, this time for Halstead? It's dug by Helm. Molly Schaefer to clinch it. No, Weber digs it. Winger, near side, Paxton with a high free return to Shampoo. Schaefer, middle for Wagaman, mistimed her jump. That doesn't happen very often between those two. They have great chemistry, as we've seen here already in match number 1 of the season, but Albia does survive match point number 1. DeMoss checks out. Winger to serve. Avery Halstead back into the match for the Lady Dees. Winger serve, dug by Klein. Kate Schaefer for Wagaman, who again kind of mistimed the jump, but got enough on it to hit it off the block attempt from Addie Halstead and clinch the season opening sweep for the EBF Rockets. 25-14. They take the second after a 25-20 opening frame against the Lady Dees. These two will meet later on in the season as well, and that will certainly be a fun one when they have their best-of-5 matchup coming later on in the year. So the Rockets open it up 1-0. Albia wraps up their play here at the Steve Heisel Triangular with a 5-2 overall record. A win in 3 sets against Fairfield and a straight set loss against EBF, making it 5 straight now and 12 straight sets that the Black and Gold have beaten the Albia Lady Dees. Next time we'll see Albia is going to be October 4th. It's going to be a while before we see the Lady Dees again. That will be in a home match against the new members to the SEC, the Cardinal Comets, that evening. Their next match comes Tuesday when they'll get their first taste of a best-of-5 South Central Conference meeting, hosting the team we saw Monday, the Knoxville Panthers. And, of course, Albia fans, our next Blue Demons broadcast is going to be just tomorrow night. We got our first rendition of Albia EBF there moments ago on the volleyball court. Tomorrow, we will see them under the lights out on the gridiron in Albia. 7 o'clock kick, 6:30 pregame start right here on Go SEC TV. Rocket fans, hang around. The third match of the Triangular between EBF and Fairfield is coming up on Go SEC TV.